Right, this is the scene on Harrogate Stray. I'm sitting outside Christchurch, hopefully in a spot where we won't be disturbed, so that I may do my blog. Quite an important blog this week, because it is the penultimate blog of a complete set of blogs, one for every week of the year. That's next year will be my 52nd blog. Sorry, next week will be my 52nd blog. And so I will be doing a roundup of the year for that. So let me just illustrate a few things that are coming up in the next couple of weeks. First, of course, there is a lot going on with my family. I have my birthday on the 10th of March. And my sister has her birthday on the 14th of March. We're separated by 2 years, but actually only about 2 or 3 days in terms of celebrating. So that's all coming up. Any prayer requests that I get during next week will be put in the little write-up area next to the video. You'll see that there's a lot there this week. That big prayer list is copied from a list given to me by Matt Howich. He would like your prayers for the people on that list. So there we are. Right, with that being said, there you are. See, there's the church behind me. With that being said, let's do the prayers. We'll start by mentioning Joe Lozon and also Hermes Franca. Both are going to be out of the fight game for some time because they both have bum knees that need operations. Operations that have a recovery rate of quite some time. You're looking at about a year, at least with Joe. I don't know about Hermes. So we should remember those in our prayers. Pray for swift recoveries for them, that there's not too much pain, and that there isn't any complications. We should also still be praying for Boomer, our forum moderator, who is out in Afghanistan. I know I've mentioned this quite a lot, and I think because I've mentioned it quite a lot, people might be willing to sort of overlook it a little bit and consider it not important because I've mentioned it so often. But actually the Bible doesn't say to pray and then forget about things. It says to pray, to engage in prayer without ceasing. So that's continually to petition God for what we would like. And of course we should be praying for his protection, and that God can allow him the peace and security in which to do his job, because ultimately it affects us. So I am remembering him. We also need to remember our forum patron called Eddie. I believe he is starting very shortly his border patrol down near Mexico. Again, that's another role that's sort of involved with the safekeeping of the population, so we should be very grateful to him, and let's remember him in our thoughts and prayers for yet another week. On the theme of recovery, Ben, who is VCU Ram fan on the forum, has started doing blogs with his camera. Very, very good. I strongly recommend that you listen to it. Listen to him and his videos. You can get links because he's one of my friends or subscribers, I think, on YouTube. So if you're watching this, go to my profile and you can find him on that. Listen to his stuff. You will find that he has hurt himself recently. He actually cut himself quite seriously on the hand, needed stitches. So we're praying for his swift recovery. As ever, Dawn R should still be in our prayers. Her little son is quite ill, and I believe awaiting some sort of operation, I think on the kidneys. She's also had relationship difficulties recently, so we should remember her. Her family has been through a lot in the last sort of 3 or 4 months. Let's also remember JB Rattlesnake. He has friends who are facing terminal cancer and the loss of someone that they love. It's very, very sad. So we should be praying for him, that he can minister to them, and for them that they can know comfort in hard times. We should also be praying for the citizens of Australia. Over the past couple of weeks they've had some of the worst bushfires on record, I believe. Some, of course, due to the dry weather, but some will be due to arson, and loads of people have been left homeless. I think some have been killed as well in it, so yes, we should be remembering them. There are a few things to be grateful for. Twins' mama, who is from the forum, she set up a prayer request recently for her son who fractured his skull so seriously the doctors believed that he should have been killed. He wasn't. In fact, he doesn't even need surgery, he doesn't even need an operation. So she's reported that back to us. So there are some things that we need to thank God for, and I think that's one of them. Another thing to thank God for is Tricia, who has recovered from flu. She had it quite bad last week. We did pray for her recovery. Well, she has recovered, which is fantastic. There are, however, a few people who have been bereaved. Bad Girl has been, she's a friend of mine on MySpace. She's also the same person who went by that name on Tim Sylvia's forum. She's been bereaved of someone called Susan, who she was quite close to. Phillips4, who has started a prayer request on the forum, has said that his brother has been only given a few days to live with some disease that's terminal. Atom, Chum and John Lyon, 3 patrons from the forum, are also still have recently been bereaved in the last couple of weeks. So we should remember all of them. Requiem Aeterna Donna Eis Domine, et lux perpetua luceat eis. May they all rest in peace and rise in glory. On to more news now, and it's WEC tonight. My predictions are up. It's UFC again next week, so my predictions for them will be up very shortly. Just to let you know that War Machine won his fight last week, which is fantastic, so well done to him. And Jojo, our forum moderator, has returned to us. The good news with him is that he's expecting a baby girl. On May the 13th is their due date, and the name for her will be Zoe Jane. He also indicates that he might be fighting MMA match over sometime this summer, so if that happens, I hope he lets us know. And I think that's about all for this week. It's been a busy week at work. I'm looking forward to my holiday at the end of next week. I've only got a 4-day working week. And of course next week I'm also going to Cage Gladiators. So that should be fantastic, and my next blog next week will be a yearly roundup to complete my 52 blogs in this year. And then we shall start again.